Today, we're going to be unboxing the FixDry NT1. Now, this can hold either two 1 kilogram spools or one 3 kilogram spools. So let's get this open and take a look. We have the outer case in a plastic sheath. Let's get this off. Now, one of the features here is that you can use these holes so you can actually use the filament while it's in there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 holes that we can run the filament through. Next, we have a styrofoam part to protect the heater. And then another styrofoam packaging for the bottom of the heater. Let's take a look at the chamber. So we have 2 rollers here. So again, we can put 2 1 kilograms or 1 3 kilograms on there, which is nice compared to my other one, which can only fit 2 1 kilograms, but I haven't used 3 kilograms. So is it nice? Well, for me. So I'm going to venture to say this is the humidity sensor and then our fan and heating elements right here. We have the front, looks power options, plus or minus. We'll dig into those once we get it set up, and we'll get the peel here. Nice peel. Let's just set the top on real quick. See how that fits in. Okay. Having a little bit of a issue here. There we go. All right, so here we have the FixDry. Not too shabby, nice sleek look. I do like the silver and black look. Let's take a look in the baggie of goodies, which also includes the user manual. Got some PTFE tubing, and then looks like we got a base here that sits right there, and then we put our spool on top. Not too shabby. So this does have a heater and fan that's going to circulate the air, remove the moisture, and then we're going to set our timing and our heat here. All right, well, let's go and get this plugged in. Real quick, everybody, FixDry sent over this machine for review, so I did not pay for it, but they have no editorial control over this, so they'll see this at the same time you do. Now, let's get back into the video. Well, here we are a couple weeks later after the initial unboxing. Went to go edit the video, and the sound died on the second part. But that's okay. That gave me some time to play around with the machine, get to see how I like it, find out some of those quirks, and let's talk about some of those. Let's first talk about some of the sizing. Now, if we take a look at what's on the website, it's labeling the width as 8.19 inches. And when I go to measure mine, it's 7 7/8. The depth on the picture says 12.2. Mine has 10 13/16. And on the picture, their height labels out 13.54. Mine's 13 inches. Now, the reason they're probably overstating the dimensions on this picture is so you leave room around it so the air can get drawn in and it can push it back out. You're not blocking anything like that. Next, let's talk about some of the pros that there are with the FixDry. Let's talk about the controls and the granularity of those controls. On the FixDry, you can set this as low as 20 degrees and as high as 70. My other one only goes up to 50 degrees. That extra 20 degrees gives you the ability to dry some of those more exotic filaments, which is great if you're using them. Timing-wise as well, my other one only goes up to 12 hours. This one can run for 48. Now, in both the temperature and the time, you have a lot more flexibility in setting it to what you want. Let's say you wanted to do 59 degrees. Hey, you can set it there. My other one, you're kind of stuck at intervals of 5. So 40, 45, 50. For timing as well, you could set this for 8 hours and 28 minutes. My other one, 12, 2, 4, 6, you get the picture. You have a lot more control over the FixDry and how you want to set it. That also brings me to the point of the buttons. The buttons just feel way better than they do on my Comgrove. I feel like I pressed a button. On the other one, I feel like I'm mushing and I'm like, did I press something? And you can get really stumbled up over that. I do like the tactile feel of the FixDry versus the other dryer I have. Aesthetically, I like the look of the FixDry. It does look very modern and sleek. Doesn't feel as cartoonish as my other one. And that's just aesthetics, and that's going to be personal. So take that all with a grain of salt. To round out the specs, the FixDry has 10 routing holes that you can use to route your filament into your 3D printer. I'm not using that functionality as I have my AMS and I'm happy with that. I'm just using this as a dryer. But the routing holes are also a source of contention with me, as there's no plugs to plug them up once you've dried your filament. Now, I'm believing, and if I'm wrong on this, you can tell me down below in the comments, but I believe they want those open while you're heating, so there's a place for all that humidity to go and escape. If you're just sitting there heating it up and you have all those holes plugged, all that humidity has no place to go but stay in the chamber, because it's drawing in air from the bottom in, and then it's going out through those holes along with the humidity. But what if it's not in use? Those holes are there, so humidity is going to get back into the chamber. So if we look at my Comgrove here, it has plugs for its routing holes. It only has 4 routing holes, so it does have far fewer options there, but it does have these plugs so you can plug up the holes when it's not in use. Now, yes, we have 3D printers and we can print our own plugs, yes, but it would be nice if there were plugs for it. Now, there's also these breathing holes at the top here, so you might need to design and print something out to plug those up when not in use. Now let's talk about noise. How noisy is it? When you turn it on, you are going to hear the fans, and that's a good thing. You know it's running. Now, it isn't so loud it's annoying. It's quieter than my Bamboo, so at least I know it's going, it's working. I can hear the air going. As for my other one, while you can hear it, it isn't as loud, so they may be using weaker fans. You will also hear a clicking noise, and that is the heater turning on and off with the FixDry. I do not hear that with my other dryer. And this last part is not a complaint about the machine itself, but the website. And this is directed at any website that does this. This is a big pet peeve of mine. When I go onto a website, I don't want to get bombarded with, you want to get an extra 10% off? Try your chance at this, and those roulette wheels and the gamification, and it's just annoying and I'm tired of it. And that is not just at FixDry, that's across the board for all you manufacturers who are doing that out there. Stop, please. Overall, my recommendation on the FixDry is positive. While there are some issues I think they can work out in later iterations, such as getting the lid back on, maybe finding a way for it to sit better or guide in better when you're putting it on, finding a way to manage running filament through some of the routing holes, and having plugs for the routing holes are some of the things I would like to see in later iterations of this machine. I do like it being able to use 3 kilogram spools. Personally, I haven't used any yet, but hopefully I can get to the point where I will be needing them and able to use them. I do like the granular control the FixDry gives you, being able to set up even to the minute. I know that seems like a weird thing to do, but I just like when you have a machine, you're able to do what you want with it, not set into some predetermined time that the manufacturer decided. And I love how I know I actually pressed a button on the FixDry versus my other one, even though it makes a beep when I press the button, I still don't feel like I pressed it. I don't know if that's OCD or what about it. It's like, I don't feel like I pressed anything. And I'm like, I want to press it again because I'm like, I don't feel that push. So if you have any of those kind of weird odysseys, FixDry is for you. And that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. And hey, if you actually like seeing me and want to see more of me, hey, go check out Making It Up As We Go. It's a live YouTube show that's over on our Ballard Designs channel. We go live every Saturday night and talk all things CNC. So routers, lasers, 3D printing. We go over the latest videos coming out and what's going on in the CNC world. Thank you again for watching. And until next time, remember, keep making stuff.